Welcome, dear dreamer. Before we begin tonight's journey into rest and reflection, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to join this growing community of peace and tranquility. If you enjoy my sleep meditations and bedtime stories, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscribing is a free and simple way to support my work. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that the content I create is meaningful and valuable, helping to share these moments of calm with more people who might need them. Your support allows me to continue crafting videos like this one, filled with serenity and inspiration. So if this resonates with you, gently click that subscribe button, and together, let's nurture a space of stillness and dreams. Now, let's settle in, breathe deeply, and begin. Welcome, dear listener. As you prepare to embark on a magical journey through tonight's story, let's first take a moment to relax and center ourselves. Allow this time to be a bridge between the busyness of your day and the enchanting world of dreams and stories. Find a comfortable position in your bed or chair, feeling the softness beneath you, supporting and holding you. Simply settle into this present moment. Now, close your eyes if you haven't already. Picture a gentle, glowing light at the center of your forehead. Warm and soothing. Imagine this light slowly spreading, moving downward, relaxing each part of your body as it goes. Feel this warm light move over your eyes, easing the tension. It flows down to your jaw, neck, and shoulders, allowing them to become loose and relaxed. Any weight or stress you might have been carrying simply melts away. This serene light continues to travel, reaching your arms, your chest, and your back, With every heartbeat, you can feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Your breathing becomes more rhythmic, calm, and deep. Allow the glow to illuminate your hips, thighs, knees, and down to your feet. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, you're bathed in a gentle cascade of relaxation. With your entire body now relaxed, let's focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply, imagining the cool, refreshing air of night filling your lungs. Hold for a moment and then exhale, releasing any remaining tension or thoughts from the day. Inhale peace and tranquility. Exhale and let go. Repeat this breathing pattern a few more times. Each time, sinking deeper into a state of relaxation and readiness for the story ahead. Now, imagine yourself in a serene place. A quiet, moonlit meadow. A tranquil beach at dusk. Or a cozy, dimly lit room with a soft chair. Perfect for story listening. This is your sanctuary, a space just for you. As you sit in this special place, a gentle wave of anticipation washes over you. The promise of a captivating story awaits. Ready to whisk you away to distant lands, magical realms, or heartfelt memories. But for now, just be in this moment. Cherishing the calm, embracing the silence, and preparing your heart and mind to be fully present for the story that's about to unfold. When you're ready, let your breath guide you. Bridging the gap between this peaceful meditation and the enchanting tale ahead. Now, dear listener, with your body and mind at ease, let's begin our story. Chapter 1: The Awakening. In the heart of a bustling city in the United States, amidst towering skyscrapers and ceaseless traffic, Michael stood at the window of his luxurious office. As a high-ranking corporate executive, he had climbed the ladder of success, achieving what many would consider the pinnacle of the American dream. Yet, as he gazed upon the sprawling city below, a profound sense of emptiness gnawed at him. Michael's life was a portrait of corporate success. A spacious apartment in a prestigious neighborhood, a sleek car, and a wardrobe filled with designer suits. But behind the facade of material wealth, there was an undeniable void. Each morning, as he joined the throng of commuters, he felt like a cog in an endless machine. His life, a series of meetings, deadlines, and bottom lines. This feeling of unfulfillment wasn't new, but recently it had become more pronounced. Michael found himself questioning the purpose of his relentless pursuit. Was this endless race for success and recognition truly what life was about? The inciting incident came unexpectedly one weekend. While strolling through a local flea market, Michael stumbled upon a bookstall. A particular book caught his eye. It was about spirituality and Advaita Vedanta, an ancient Indian philosophy that spoke of the non-dual nature of reality. Intrigued, he bought the book, a decision that would unknowingly alter the course of his life. As Michael delved into the book, he was captivated by its teachings. The concept of a universal consciousness and the illusion of individual identity challenged his long-held beliefs. Nights that were once spent in social gatherings were now dedicated to exploring texts on spirituality, meditation, and self-inquiry. A yearning to understand the deeper truths of life began to take root in his heart. The more Michael read, the more disconnected he felt from his current lifestyle. The corporate world, once a realm of excitement and achievement, now seemed shallow and unfulfilling. The realization dawned upon him that true contentment and understanding couldn't be found in material success or societal approval. It lay somewhere deeper, in a place he had yet to explore. After months of introspection, Michael arrived at a life-altering decision. He would leave behind his corporate life, with all its comforts and predictability, to embark on a spiritual quest. Southeast Asia, with its rich spiritual heritage and history of seekers, called to him. It was a drastic change, one that surprised his colleagues and worried his friends. But for Michael, it felt like the only path forward. He sold his apartment, his car, and gave away most of his possessions. With only a backpack, a journal, and an open heart, Michael set out on his journey. As he boarded the plane, a sense of liberation washed over him. He was leaving behind not just a city, but an old version of himself. The flight to Southeast Asia was long, but Michael felt an uncharacteristic calmness. Gazing out at the clouds, he pondered the journey ahead. He didn't have a plan or a specific destination. All he had was a deep desire to unravel the mysteries of existence and find the peace that had eluded him in the hustle of corporate life. As the plane descended, the landscapes of Southeast Asia came into view. A tapestry of lush forests, meandering rivers, and distant mountains. Michael felt a stirring in his soul. He knew that his real journey, the journey within, was about to begin. Chapter 2. The Quest Begins. As the sun was just beginning to ascend, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, as Michael stepped off the plane and into the heart of Southeast Asia. The air was rich with a scent of spices and tropical flora. A symphony of sounds from bustling marketplaces to distant temple bells filled his ears. This was a world vastly different from the one he had known. A tapestry of cultures, beliefs, and natural beauty that was both exhilarating and overwhelming. Michael's journey took him through various countries, each with its own unique culture. In Thailand, he wandered through ancient temples, their golden spires reaching towards the heavens, a testament to humanity's search for the divine. He sat with monks in saffron robes, discussing the principles of Buddhism, learning about the impermanence of life and the pursuit of enlightenment. In Cambodia, amidst the ruins of Angkor Wat, Michael contemplated the passage of time, the rise and fall of empires, and the enduring nature of the human spirit. He walked through the dense jungles of Vietnam, where the whispering leaves and chirping cicadas spoke of a world in harmony, a world that thrived on interconnectedness. With each step, with every new encounter, Michael's perspective began to shift. The teachings he absorbed, the simple yet profound wisdom of the people he met, opened his mind to the deeper layers of consciousness. He learned meditation techniques, practiced yoga, and delved into ancient texts that spoke of a reality beyond the physical world. As Michael's understanding deepened, so did his inner transformation. The materialistic pursuits that once defined his life seemed increasingly trivial in the face of the profound spiritual experiences he was having. He felt a growing sense of peace, a feeling of being connected to something larger than himself. One day, while in a small village in the foothills of the Himalayas, Michael heard tales of a mystical mountain said to be the abode of Shiva, the Hindu deity representing the cosmic forces of creation, preservation, and transformation. The villagers spoke of the mountain with a mix of reverence and awe, claiming that those who journeyed there experienced profound spiritual awakenings. Michael felt an inexplicable pull towards this mountain. The more he heard, the more he felt that this was the next step on his spiritual journey. The mountain, cloaked in myths and shrouded in mystery, called to him, promising answers to the questions that had long haunted him. He prepared for the trek, gathering supplies and seeking advice from those who had made the journey before. The path to the mountain was said to be treacherous, winding through rugged terrain and steep ascents. But Michael was undeterred. He felt a sense of destiny, a feeling that his entire life had been leading up to this moment. The journey to the mountain was a test of both body and spirit. Michael traversed narrow paths that skirted sheer cliffs, crossed ice-cold rivers, and climbed steep inclines that seemed to stretch endlessly into the sky. With each step, he shed layers of his former self, letting go of his doubts and fears, and embracing the uncertainty and the beauty of the moment. After days of arduous trekking, Michael finally stood at the base of the mystical mountain. Its peaks were shrouded in clouds, giving it an ethereal appearance, as if it was a bridge between the earthly realm and the heavens. A sense of awe washed over Michael. He knew that what lay ahead was more than just a physical ascent. It was a journey into the very depths of his soul. A quest to understand the spirit of Shiva and ultimately the nature of his own eternal being. As Michael began his ascent, the air grew thinner, and the landscape changed from lush forests to barren rock and snow. He felt as if he was walking through different worlds, each step taking him closer to the truth that had long eluded him. The mountain, with its daunting presence and profound silence, seemed to be both a challenge and a guide, leading him towards an understanding that would forever change his life. Chapter 3: Encounter with the Eternal. High in the serene and mystical mountains, possibly akin to the revered Mount Kailash, Michael found himself in a world far removed from anything he had ever known. The air was thin and crisp, and the silence was profound, broken only by the occasional gusts of wind that carried whispers of ancient wisdom. The daunting yet majestic peaks seemed to touch the very heavens, standing as silent witnesses to the countless pilgrims who had walked this path in search of enlightenment. As Michael ascended the rugged trails, he came across a small group of ascetics and spiritual seekers. They were a diverse group, some from distant lands, and all united in their quest for understanding. They welcomed Michael into their fold, sharing meager meals and warm firesides. In the company of these seekers, Michael was introduced to deeper teachings and stories of Shiva. They spoke of Shiva not just as a deity, but as the very embodiment of consciousness and transformation. These discussions often stretched into the night under the starlit sky as the seekers shared their insights and experiences. In this elevated world, Michael learned to meditate in ways he had never known. He sat with the ascetics, his mind diving into the depths of silence, exploring the vastness of his own consciousness. Through these meditative experiences, he began to grasp the profound teachings of Advaita Vedanta, that the self, or Atman, was limitless and intrinsically connected to Brahman, the universal consciousness. As days turned into weeks, and Michael found himself shedding layers of his former identity, the beliefs and values that had once defined him seemed to dissolve, leaving in their place a clarity and stillness he had never experienced. He realized that the physical world, with all its complexities and challenges, was just a small part of a much larger, more profound reality. The pivotal moment came one clear morning as Michael sat overlooking a breathtaking vista of peaks and valleys, bathed in the golden light of dawn. As he meditated, a profound sense of unity enveloped him. In this moment of deep clarity, he experienced an awakening. He understood that he was not just Michael, the corporate executive from a bustling city, but an eternal being, part of the infinite dance of the universe. He saw that his true nature was pure consciousness, boundless and eternal. He was, in essence, a reflection of Shiva, not separate, but a part of the universal rhythm of creation and dissolution. This realization was not just intellectual, it was visceral, all-encompassing understanding that changed the very core of his being. With this awakening, Michael's view of the world and his place in it transformed. He saw the interconnectedness of all life, the unity behind the apparent diversity. He understood that the journey he had embarked upon was not just a physical trek across continents, but a journey into the depths of his own soul. As Michael descended the mountain, he carried with him a profound sense of peace and purpose. He realized that his journey was far from over. It was just beginning in a new, more profound way. He returned to the world not as a seeker of personal success or material gain, but as a messenger of deeper truth. Michael's perspective on life had irrevocably changed. He saw everything, the struggles and the joys of people, the hustle of cities, and the tranquility of nature, through the lens of his newfound understanding. The world was no longer a place for disparate elements, but a unified whole where every piece was essential and interconnected. In the following months, Michael traveled through Southeast Asia with a new purpose. He shared his experiences with those he met, speaking of the profound peace and understanding he had found, his words imbued with the authenticity of someone who had experienced a deep transformation, touched the hearts of many. Eventually, Michael returned to the United States, but he was not the same person who had left. He began to write, to share his journeys and insights with a wider audience. His talks and writings spoke not of a mystical, unreachable realm, but of a deep truth accessible to all. The realization of the self as part of the universal consciousness beyond the confines of ego and identity. Michael's journey became an inspiration to many, a testament to the transformative power of spiritual seeking. He continued to live in the world, but his actions were now guided by a profound sense of connection and a desire to help others awaken to their true nature. In his heart, Michael carried the eternal spirit of Shiva, a reminder of the boundless, timeless essence within everyone. His story was more than a tale of travel and discovery. It was a beacon, lighting the way for all those yearning to understand the true nature of their being and to find peace in the realization of their limitless self. As the final notes of this love song to your soul gently fade, allow yourself to sink even deeper into the embrace of this serene and sacred night. Your body is a landscape of tranquility, and your mind a clear and starlit sky. Each breath you take is a soft, whispered lullaby from the universe, affirming that you are safe, loved, and beautiful. Imagine now that with each exhale, you are sinking further into the tender arms of sleep, as if you are being cradled by the night itself, like a feather, light and free, drifting slowly, gently, effortlessly, downward into the soft, welcoming depths of slumber. With every breath, feel yourself becoming a part of the night's tapestry, woven with dreams and drenched in peace. Here, in this space, you are adored beyond measure, a cherished part of the universe, drifting into the deepest, most nourishing sleep. As I leave you now in this blissful state, remember that this peace, this love, is always here for you, as a constant as stars above, and as close as your own heart. Good night, dear soul. May your dreams be sweet and your rest complete. Sleep with grace.